Hey, good morning, boys. Ugh, that wasn't very fun. We're just out here this morning, stretching, doing some exercising, doing some abs. Dad's trying to get a little bit back into better shape. I'm gonna try and set up some sort of a workout schedule today, but this video is about yesterday. We had a good time. You guys, what did you do yesterday with me? We went to jiu-jitsu, and you guys were able to play in the playground, which was a lot of fun. And Dad was grinding. I think I made over 300 phone calls yesterday to try and hit the goal of 30 clients. And we didn't get a single one. So quite disappointed in myself for that. I mean, I'm disappointed to a point. I mean, that's a lot of work and a lot of effort. And we had some conversations, and none of those conversations really were pull the trigger type conversations. But it was just, you know, if I don't put in the work, it's not going to happen. So I've said this many a times before to you guys, and, you know, it's true. It really is true. I'm just going to keep moving while I'm doing this. If you don't put in any work, you definitely won't get any results. So, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, it stinks that I made 300 plus phone calls and not a single person said, yes, let's move forward. It was actually interesting, as I was supposed to have a meeting with somebody who, it's actually an interesting story. So this one guy said, I sent him a text message 2 nights ago, and I said, hey, you know, I didn't know if you caught my text message, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, never text me again. And I was like, hey, no worries. It's just me. And I like to respond by letting people know they're not on some sort of like list. That's just me. You know, I'll just say, hey, it's just me, just my business. You know, you're not on any list or anything like that. Like, sorry to bug you, whatever. And he goes, yeah, you know, I just got burned by, I'm assuming this is his voice, but I go, yeah, I've gotten burned by this marketing guy in the past, and I spent like $8,000 or something like that, or thousands of dollars or whatever it was. And I go, holy cow, sorry to hear that, because you don't need to spend thousands of dollars. At least that's my understanding. And so we end up going back and forth on text, and he's like, hey, you know what, give me a call at like 6 in the morning. So I get up, it's like 5:40 yesterday morning, and he goes, I just figured it out. I talked to somebody and we're all set, but thanks anyway. I was like, what the F? Like, that started my day yesterday. And that's fine, it happens, you know, but like, you know, he must have figured something out and been happy or whatever. Like I said, I go into the guise of trying to help, and if that comes at the form of paying me something, sure, but if it doesn't, well, at least I helped. I do have one of my clients that wants me to handle their Google stuff, and he asked me, do you have a contract? And part of my Google stuff is based on commissions, and I was like, you know, I was like, yeah, I can write you out a contract. Ultimately, you're the one that has control, you know, but I'll write you a contract. You should always have contracts. But the way in which this service, specifically that this client is I told him, hey, you set the ad budget, I'll manage it, I'll set it up, I'll do all that. And if you get business, then you can pay me a commission. And if you don't, then you're only out, you know, the learning education of advertising spend. So low risk for him, high risk for me, because I'm doing this work for free. Effectively nothing unless it works. And that whole idea here is I'm testing myself out while also trying to help him out. So that doesn't look too bad. It all depends on lighting. Anyway, so that I'm trying to work on and close that out. If I can close that out, honestly guys, here's the thing. If I can close that out, I can get maybe one website today, and then close out on Monday the other client who wants to do these ads. I will have almost hit that monthly goal a day late. So day late, dollar short doesn't really count, but it'd be a lot better to hit the 30 or 3K number. You know, it's a lot better, at least it feels better, if I hit 2,700 versus 2,000. It just, you know, it just lightens the load a little bit. Or not load, but sting, you know. You know, I wasn't putting a lot of huge focus on this. My focus was to get better at the current job that I'm working, and this was a side project, so I'm not giving myself excuses. But the goal is still what it will always be at the end of this year. Well, the goal at the beginning of the year was 400K for the year. I'm sure I've told you guys that before. That is still in the picture, still possible. It's very unlikely, but it's possible. Never know, never say never. But at the very least, I would like to be at that elusive 10K a month number, which would be around 100 clients, you know, maybe 10 clients at 1,000, whatever it is, right? Things are going to change over the next 6 months. We're at the end of June, we're into July. July 1st will be tomorrow. So we are almost video 181 will be this video. So tomorrow will be 182, and that will be 164 days. Although 165 because it's a leap year, but we're basically halfway through the year, which is crazy to think. But anyway, I'm just gonna keep stretching and keep doing my exercises and all that jazz. But today's objective is threefold. One, set up the workout program for the week. Two, play with some Legos, because we just got you a whole bunch of like 1,000 Legos. I think it was like 700 or 800 Legos or something like that. It's a huge box of Legos. And then three, make sure that the week is prepared. So what I'm doing for real work and then the side work, and making sure that's all set up correctly. So those are the three things we do today. We'll report back on those later tonight, but as a part of last night, a pretty decent night, right? Jiu-jitsu was good. We ended up stopping after jiu-jitsu and get a protein bar, and so you guys liked that. And then there was a lot of work yesterday, so that is what it is. Nothing too crazy. Hope you guys enjoyed this aerial view of, well, that's a water tower, but that's me, and that's me stretching. So I'll see you guys when I see you. I love you. See ya.